welcome back to Meredith's Bookshelf. Today we will be reading The Pencil. Once there was a pencil, a lonely little pencil, and nothing else. It lay there, it was nowhere in particular, for a long, long time. Then one day that little pencil made a move, shivered slightly, quivered somewhat, and began to draw. The pencil. The pencil drew a boy. "What's my name?" said the boy. Banjo," said the pencil. "Oh, good," said Banjo. "Draw me a dog." The pencil drew a dog. "What's my name?" barked the dog. Bruce," said the pencil. "Excellent," said Bruce. "Draw me a cat, please," Bruce said. So then the pencil drew a cat named Mildred, and Bruce, of course, chased her. This is a very good book. And Banjo chased Bruce round and round the house, which the pencil drew, up and down the road, which the pencil drew, and in and out of the park, which the pencil drew. They ran around for a long, long time, getting hot and bothered, tired and grumpy, and hungry. "Draw me an apple," said Banjo. "Draw me a bone," barked Bruce. "Draw me a mouse," meowed Mildred. "No," said the pencil, "no mouse." "All right, cat food then," meowed Mildred. "Only then we can't eat this apple," yelled Banjo. "We can't eat this apple," yelled Banjo. "Bone," barked Bruce. "Cat food," meowed Mildred. "It's black and white." The pencil hesitated, frowned, looked thoughtful for a while, and drew a paintbrush. "What's my name?" said the paintbrush. Kitty," said the pencil. "Splendid," said Kitty. "How can I help?" After that, Kitty painted the apple and the bone and the cat food. She painted Banjo and Bruce, but not Mildred. Mildred was a black and white cat anyway. She painted the house and the road and the park. "What next?" cried the now cheerful and excited pencil. "Anything," yelled Kitty. She was excited too. "You draw and I'll color it." So they did. Banjo got a little sister named Elsie, and a mom and a dad named Mr. and Mrs. Some grandmas and grandpas, 3 or 4 cousins, and an Uncle Charlie. Bruce got a friend, an Airedale named Polly, and a ball. "What's my name?" said the ball. Don't be silly, said the pencil. The ball made a sad face. All right, then, Sebastian, said the pencil. Then all of a sudden, trouble. Banjo kicked Sebastian. Ow! Into the air and broke a window. Polly ran off with Bruce's bone. What's my name? Said the bone. One of Mildred's kitties. One of Mildred's kitties, which she had just asked for, got stuck up a tree, and everybody was grumpy and starting to complain. This hat looks silly, said Mrs. My ears are too big, said Mr. I shouldn't be smoking a pipe, said a grandpa. Get rid of these ridiculous sneakers, yelled Elsie. The pencil hesitated, frowned, looked worried for a while, quivered somewhat, and drew. Wonder what he drew? An eraser. After that, the eraser, as you might expect, rubbed things out, hats and ears and such. The pencil and the paintbrush drew and painted them again. Everybody was happy. Only then, more trouble. The eraser rubbed other things out. He was excited too. He rubbed the table out and the chair out and the rug out and the front door out and the house out. Doesn't use commas, it only uses and. They should use commas in this book. He rubbed the tree out and the kitten, who was still up it, out, and the other kittens out, and the cousins and the grandmas and Uncle Charlie out, out, out. He rubbed the road out and the park out and the sky out. He rubbed everything, even Kitty, the paintbrush out. This eraser needs to go away. He's causing a lot of trouble. Now, once more, there was only the pencil. That lonely little pencil and nothing else. My question is, why is there an eraser? Why doesn't the pencil have an eraser on the back of it? The eraser kept on coming. The pencil drew a wall to stop him. The eraser rubbed it out. He drew a cake to keep him out. The eraser rubbed it out. He drew a river and some mountains with lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! The eraser rubbed them out. Then, when all seemed lost and there was absolutely no escape, the brave and clever little pencil quivered somewhat, shivered slightly, and drew. What do you think he drew? think I know what he drew. Another eraser. Yep, that's exactly what is that. An eraser to erase the other eraser. Except the first eraser might erase the next eraser. Let's see what happens. The eraser marks look very real on here. I rubbed my book to see if they were real. And what did these two erasers do? Their names were Ronald and Rodney, by the way. Yes, of course. As you will surely guess, they rubbed each other out. He put the sun back in the sky, the house back on the road, the kitten back up the tree, the grass back in the park, and a picnic. A lovely brand new picnic out on the grass. Oh, this is my favorite part where it has all the ants' names on the bottom. So let's see. There is Alice, Alvy, Abraham, like Abraham Lincoln, Amy, Araminta, Alberg, Algernon, Anastasia, Ada, and Allan. That's a lot of ants. The picnic lasted for a long, long time. Banjo played soccer with Sebastian. Oh, and his little cousins. Banjo's dad tried eating a boiled egg named Billy, but it ran off. A whole column of ants. What are our names? Said the ants. Came marching across the picnic cloth. I just told you all the names. Finally, the sun went down. The eating and the games and the adventures stopped, and everybody and everything went home to bed. The pencil drew a moon in the sky and some darkening hills, and Kitty, the paintbrush, painted them. He drew a snug little box with a cozy lining, and Kitty painted that too. And Kitty painted that. He painted him too. The end. What I think is it was probably really easy to draw these pictures. It was probably really easy for the illustrator because there was a pencil drawing all of it. So on here it was probably super easy because it didn't have to be really good because it was just what a pencil was drawing. So it was probably much easier than drawing a book like Not Quite Narwhal or Wonder Woman. And it's a really long book and it has a very great story in it. I remember that it was my favorite book when I was 5 or 6. Bye.